it is registered the most polluted capital of the world.
आपकी सीट रिजर्व होती है, आप अपनी वाइफ को लड़ा देते.
Where do you see Delhi in 2060 or 70 can only address this issue?
वाइन शॉप नीचे है, ऊपर लोग रह रहे हैं, रेजिडेंशियल है.
जितने वादे करते हैं उतना काम नहीं करते. All these politicians change the party like they are changing their dinner.
And I'm very, very certain these people trust Abhishek, they've seen Abhishek and they will vote for Abhishek.
मैंने वाटर लाइन बनाई, मैंने रोड्स बनवाई, कॉम्पैक्ट ओनली मैंने करवाया उसको.
Welcome to bustling South Delhi. Today we're in Kasturba Nagar constituency, Lajpat Nagar Defence Colony, Jangpura Extension. I'm sure you've heard of all of these places. And that's because in this constituency, you have an interesting mix of commercial and residential. And in the heart of it, a very, very interesting political battle. That's because this constituency has been an RSS BJP stronghold, then was taken away by the Congress and then swept away by the AAP wave. So you'll see a bit of it all. This time, interestingly, it all comes together for a climax of the BJP, Congress and AAP fighting it out. One of the few seats where there's a triangular three-way battle. But as always, we'll put a foot to the Delhiites. We'll give the mic to them, let them ask the questions of their candidates on what issues they want addressed. So let's get you the voices that matter, the voice of the Delhiite. So we're here early in the morning in Defence Colony of Delhi, where you'll see a lot of these groups where they discuss everything politics, everything that's happening in the news. We decided to join them for this particular discussion. Hi, Bruno. We'll come to you. But let me talk to some of them. Good morning. Sorry, आपके discussion में disrupt कर रही हूँ. Politics पे discussion होता है यहाँ पे? बिल्कुल. अच्छा, politics पे. Great. So we're at the right place, sir. I'll begin with you. Good morning. What do you think of the current government? What do you think of the work they've done? Are you happy with what's happened in the last few years?
Not much, little bit.
Okay.
Because every person needed some money. So this is a basic thing. Every person is giving money, money, money and money.
Correct.
Who is giving more money, he will win it.
Which is sad. You think the freebies is...
Of course, this is too sad.
We all are the taxpayers. Taxpayer means we want to see development.
Yeah, of course.
The politician and the present government. Present government means AAP government. AAP government is totally based on freeship. His chief minister and ministers has no value. Value means they don't want development in the capital. This is the capital. But the record of the world capitals, it is registered the most polluted capital of the world.
Yeah.
We want to ask our chief minister why it is so. We the taxpayers condemn the AAP government for his free seat.
यहाँ पर गवर्नमेंट जो भी फैसिलिटी अपने सिटीजन्स को देती है उसको कंपेयर कीजिए एनडीएमसी से. वहाँ की सड़कें देखिए, वहाँ कोई रिक्शा नहीं है, वहाँ कोई एनक्रोचमेंट नहीं है. यहाँ एक एक इंच बेचा हुआ है और सामने नजर आता है कोई एजेंसी है ऐसी जो इसका लाभ उठा के जा रही है और जो रहने वाले हैं, जो टैक्स पेयर है, उनका जीवन हराम कर रखा हुआ है. आप पार्टी एक खतरनाक पार्टी है, उसके मंसूबे बिल्कुल भी ठीक नहीं है. उसका देश से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. उसको दिल्ली को बर्बाद करने का एजेंडा है उसका.
Do you think that Delhi has been urbanized more under the Aam Aadmi Party? Do you think there's been development, sir, in Delhi?
I don't think it's urbanized, ruralized.
Ruralized. Okay.
Wherever there's no system working on. And particularly this gentleman, Arvind Kejriwal, doesn't believe in the ethics principle. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't believe in our constitution also, He wants himself is the constitution.
He's saying a lot more, barriers have been put in place, so I can't do my
Absolutely.
work.
He himself is putting a barrier. There is no barrier as such. But he wants to be a dictator. He doesn't believe in any system or in constitutions. And that is why he's just creating the barrier. But only he is an emotional man, blackmailing the people, and the worst man in the country, I tell you.
The main issues in our constituencies are wine shops, spas, even the road connections. Kejriwal government, who opens these wine shops in the residential area, was a very curse to the people who are living around this area. Niche dukan, upar makan.
Do you think it's a result of corruption because all of these allegations of a liquor scam
Yes,
and all of that?
it is a corruption. It was the corruption. It is a corruption because wine shop नीचे है, ऊपर लोग रह रहे हैं, residential है, ladies हैं, बच्चे हैं, लड़कियां हैं, वो जा नहीं सकते वहाँ से. Spas खुले हुए हैं, illegal. बोलते तो बहुत है कि हम इसको बंद कराएंगे, कोई कराता है कुछ नहीं.
काम कर भी रहे हैं और किया भी है, पर जितने वादे करते हैं उतना काम नहीं करते लोग. अगर जितने इन्होंने वादे किए हैं उस पर इनका एक टाइम पीरियड होना चाहिए कि आपने ये वादे जो कर रहे हो कितने टाइम तक कंप्लीट करके दोगे. 1 साल 2 साल अगर वो नहीं करता है तो उस पर एक्शन होना चाहिए. ये चिटिंग है. आपने किसी से वादा करके चिटिंग करके उससे उसका वोट ले लिया. उसने अपना वोट इसलिए दिया कि उसको लगेगा कि मेरे काम होंगे और काम हुए नहीं, तो उसको सजा होनी चाहिए.
अगर शीला दीक्षित थी इस समय, शीला दीक्षित वर्सेस अरविंद केजरीवाल कॉन्टेस्ट, तो आपको क्या लगता है?
Ma'am, as an individual human being, it all depends upon the chief minister. Sheila Dikshit, what she did, she had the hierarchy of the all good experience, good thing, the work was done good. Kejriwal is just 10 years, it's just 10 years. There has been a good improvement, but overall the sanitation, which is actually required for the daily people, when you go out, you see all those dirt and all, that is not liked. Anything which is being broken and out, it's 3 years almost, 2.5 years, there's a bridge broken. Nobody comes. Because all these politicians change the party like they're changing their dinner. As and when the election comes, they say whoever is in the command, they change the party, which is not good.
मैं तो ये मैसेज देना चाहता हूँ कि दिल्ली से या पूरे इंडिया से मैसेज देना चाहता हूँ कि कोई भी सरकार कभी भी फ्री व्यवस्था नहीं करनी चाहिए. इतनी फ्री होनी चाहिए, माने बीजेपी हो या कांग्रेस हो, ये पॉलिटिकल जो है ना, ये अपना वोट बैंक के लिए ये लोग कर रहे हैं. ऐसा होना नहीं चाहिए.
I've got with me women residents of Delhi in Defence Colony, and you can see all of them holding up placards of issues that matter to them in this election. The question is, of course, if politicians are actually talking about these issues during the political discourse. Ma'am, I'd like to begin with you. What do you want the politicians to act on? What's the issue you look at when you cast your vote?
An issue that nobody is addressing. They talk of Bijli, they talk of Pani, but no one talks of the air. Nobody is talking about the poison we are all breathing in every single breath.
Does it upset you that, every political party is pretty much saying free this, free that? Not one of them says this is what we're going to do to address pollution. This is what we're going to do to address your problem.
The freebies are such a silly, temporary way of tackling anything. It's only for the next vote, and then they jump on to the next vote, and they don't care about anything long term.
Yeah. What about you as a woman voter? What matters to you that you think they should be talking about?
It says that, if I need a future, I need to decide. Well, rampant urbanization of any city is the death of a city, I believe. There is no plan. Does Delhi has a master plan for next 20 years? Where is the traffic going? Where are the flyovers going? Why are you commercializing every corner of our city? Did you even plan? Did you ask the residents, do we need so much of commercialization in our colony? I'm not talking about Defence Colony. What about Delhi? What about India? 2-tier city. You have commercialization happening everywhere. Water is one issue. Electricity is another issue. Air is another issue. What about our safety? You're only working on making the flyovers. Do we need that?
Do you think all this makes Delhi more unsafe?
Of course.
Always deemed as the most unsafe city for women.
It's just getting unsafe every decade because the number of immigrants coming, unauthorized colony. You're cutting trees which are 100 years old, but you're just planting 10 to show. You have pollution, but you're saying we have put GRAF 4. You stay at house. I don't want to stay at house. Man, please just fix it. Why did the situation of GRAF 3 also arise?
Do you think very often, ma'am, that as voters, as the public, you're punished? If it's air pollution, you're punished with restrictions. If it's freebies, you're punished because your money is being used to fund these freebies. Do you feel that that is an issue that must be addressed?
Well, I don't know about freebies, etc., because I'm talking from a certain class where we pay our taxes. Yeah. So as a result, we want certain returns, right? Yeah. And that's not happening.
Do you think that so far in the last few years, anything's been done to address the pollution that you felt was satisfactory?
Nothing.
That
it's all on
effort?
paper. It's all on paper. There are people, and I also think that the common man should also get up. It has to be everybody's problem. The common man also, along with the government, we need to question them because they're making all these policies, but nothing is being implemented.
Whatever freebies they give, any of the party, they have to understand it's not their money. It's a tax money. There is no incentive for the taxpayer. They end up having a pothole. They end up having a bad air. They end up having a bad urbanization. Is a penalty to pay a tax. You are not incentivizing the people who are paying a tax. At least think about that.
There's so many issues that all of you raised as women, none of which is being addressed. Instead, what they're talking about is free doles for women of so much money, this party offering, that party offering. Do you think that they very clearly misunderstand what women need, what women want also?
Even in terms of just the parties, they talk about including women, but they don't act democratically even there. If they themselves don't recognize equality, that really we are equal, and yet we have different perspectives, that's not recognized by anybody. And that as a society we are working on, the whole world is working on it, but there we have miles to go.
Do you think it makes a difference to have a woman leader, a woman chief minister?
I don't think so. I don't think that. We only want somebody who is approachable, who relates to our pain, who knows Delhi in and out, that how Delhi has deteriorated. It was really bad 25 years back when the ring road only has red light. Then we got a dream that the whole ring road will be red light free, smooth traffic. And in last 15 years, we see Delhi going down. I don't know, a male, female can change it. I think only a responsible person who has a master plan of Delhi for next 50 years. Where do you see Delhi in 2060 or 70 can only address this issue.
Okay. The reason I ask that is because we have seen, of course, Arvind Kejriwal as the chief minister. Before that, we had Sheila Dikshit. Both of them have, of course, been given a lot of credit for transforming Delhi. Do you think so? Do you think that Sheila Dikshit played a big role in transforming Delhi? And do you think Arvind Kejriwal has also lived up to that image of transforming Delhi? And I'm talking about urban development largely.
I don't want to talk about the whole of Delhi because I don't know how it is to be a have-not. So have-nots have different problems, so they're thinking of survival. Yeah. I'm thinking of my area, upper middle class, whatever, and developed colony. And here I feel that Sheila Dikshit, in terms of CNG that she introduced, that was good, that we liked it. Then there was, for example, the online registration for, various things, including driving licenses, because I faced that at that time. It was so simple. And now I don't like my local representatives.
Do you agree with that? Do you think that more than who is the chief minister of Delhi and more than any of that, what matters is who your MLA is?
Yeah, definitely. Somebody who you can go with your regular problems, not at a higher level, because somebody who is the first point of contact.
And accessible.
And accessible.
And does your...
Exactly. Yeah. I totally agree with her.
That's the starting point.
Definitely. And that's somebody who's willing to work, somebody, if he doesn't know our problems, if he's only there for photo ops, then what's the point?
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for, speaking out, highlighting the issues. Or hopefully the politicians out there also are listening. Thank you.
आपकी सीट रिजर्व होती है, आप अपनी वाइफ को लड़ा देते हैं। लाजपत नगर 4 के निवासी आपके रोड के सामने ओल्ड डबल स्टोरी के 24 ब्लॉक थे।
So you can see the Congress candidate Abhishek Dutt right now campaigning. It's a very micro campaign. In a sense, you see the RWAs here. This is in Lajpat Nagar, where he's talking to them, talking about local issues, infrastructure. You can hear him, school, toilet, sewer, pipeline, all of this that he's raising. And it's interesting to see because while we've been speaking to so many residents, they've been saying this is exactly what we want. We want people to speak about our issues. He's doing that in this campaign. He's got a speaker with him, a mic, walking around in different areas in these parks, getting locals to come together. It's an interesting campaign, very different from the big bang election campaigns that you envision really in Delhi.
कांग्रेस के सबसे मुश्किल समय में मेरे को चुनाव लड़ने का मौका मिला और हर बार मुश्किल लोग चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं तीनों पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से। आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Okay, let's bring in now Abhishek Dutt, the Congress candidate. How's your campaign going, Mr. Dutt?
Looks very good, and we are very, it's very positive, and it looks very good. People on ground are waiting for us to come back and serve them again. Last 3 years for them, when I was not there, have been quite difficult. And as an MLA candidate, when I lost my last election, for 5 years I was more visible than my last MLA. So I think people know getting Abhishek in means work, work and work.
What's changed from that election to now? You didn't manage to win that election. Why are you confident this time around that the results will be different?
See, that was a different election by itself. The person who contested before me from the Congress party lost by a very, very big margin of 46,000 votes. So in my last election, we managed to cut the margin to barely 14,000 votes. And after that, for the last 5 years, we've been working on ground, and people have seen how accessible Abhishek has been to them.
I've been speaking to some RWA's residents, particularly in Defence Colony, and they've got, of course, a long list of demands. What do you plan to bring if you win, really development-wise, urbanization-wise in your constituency?
The biggest concern in Defence Colony is the Defence Colony Nala, which for 8 years had not been desilted. In the last rains, more than 300 houses got flooded. I went to the court, got the NGT to send a very, very strong order, and after our intervention through Honorable NGT Court, the entire Nala was desilted. This is a charge sheet that we made for our constituency.
This is just constituency?
Yes, very, very specific to my constituency. This is a charge sheet which talks about the major crises in our constituency across the 137 polling booths.
Who do you think is your bigger competitor here? Is it the BJP? Is it the Aam Aadmi Party?
See, our seat is very interesting. Coincidentally, all three candidates are from the Congress party. Both my friends who are fighting from Bharatiya Janata Party and from Aam Aadmi Party were senior Congress workers and leaders who've contested from AAP, BJP, and now they both have shifted. So they have to choose the best congressman among all three of us. And I think on our seat, Aam Aadmi Party is nowhere. Voting for Aam Aadmi Party will be literally wasting your vote.
Do you think, however, that your biggest weakness, you're talking about the work you've done, you're young, so you've got that going for you, but do you think the weakness here for you is the party you represent? The Congress, everyone says, has absolutely no stakes in the game in Delhi.
See, when you do SWOT analysis, I'm an MBA student also. Okay, yeah. We do our strength, we do our weakness, we do our opportunity, we do our threat. Our strength is our work. Our weakness is not for this constituency because all three are from Congress party.
They've left the
No, but they're not from RSS, they're not from India Against Corruption.
But they've left for a reason.
The reason is that they feel it's easy for them. The reason is not that I had an option of going to AAP and BJP, but I have full confidence in my work. I said no to Aam Aadmi Party and BJP. How many people do have the courage to say that? Where the fight is concerned, I always tell you, I'm saying it on your channel, three of us are standing. Whosoever you feel is the most courageous, honest, hard-working, someone who's delivered, honest and loyal, you vote for that person. If someone is better than me, please vote for them.
My final question to you is, when I was speaking to many of these residents, look, they're very angry saying that none of the candidates are talking about what we need, what we want. Instead, everyone's talking about freebies, taking our money and giving it for someone else.
We're coming up with a very specific plan for Defence Colony. The plan is already on papers. It should be releasing in the next 2 days. We always make local area manifesto. So we've divided 137 polling stations and we are giving them very, very specific manifestos, something that they would want it to happen in their constituency. So when they say it, I can understand their pain, I can understand their agony, and they also know that colony has always given me love, affection and vote. They've always stood with me. So because of our work, we've knitted the entire colony into Abhishek, and I'm telling you today, we'll win with a very good margin.
Okay, we'll hold you to that. February 8th, we'll see if that's the case.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Abhishek Dutt. All the very best to you. Thank you so much. We've reached the AAP office to speak to Mr. Pehlwan, and there is Arvind Kejriwal's press conference as well. So let's try to see if all journalists are allowed inside, because you hear there are only a few who are allowed for the press. So let's go.
अपनी समस्याएं बता सकते हैं, सुझाव दे सकते हैं। जो भी गरीब होते हैं, आपके घर से कपड़ा लेके जाते हैं, बोर्ड का गठन करेंगे।
Arvind Kejriwal here, holding a press conference, in fact bringing in more people to the party. So you got Kejriwal and Sanjay Singh holding their press conference, but we're here for a different reason at the AAP office. Let me show you why. So we've been going around the national capital, of course, traveling through Kasturba Nagar. We went to Defence Colony, and then we're catching up with Mr. Ramesh Pehlwan here at the AAP office. पहलवान जी नमस्ते. पहले बताइए, बीजेपी ऑफिस से आप ऑफिस आ गए, आप कैसे लग रहा है? घर वापसी हुई है. घर वापसी हुआ है. अच्छा, डिसीजन क्यों लिया लेकिन आपने बीजेपी से आप आने में?
नीति और सोच.
अच्छा, तो बोलते हैं लेकिन कि बीजेपी तो बोलते हैं कि आप पूरे घोटाले में हैं, शीश महल ये वो बोलते हैं.
शीश महल तो याद है, प्रधानमंत्री निवास क्यों नहीं दिखाते?
आम आदमी पार्टी के खिलाफ थोड़ी एंटी इनकम्बेंसी है ग्राउंड पे, तो वो कैसे काउंटर करेंगे आप?
हमने सेवा दी है ना, मेहनत की है पिछले 10 साल से रेगुलर. वो तो कह रहे हैं कि हम डबल इंजन की सरकार देंगे. हम कस्तूरबा नगर को वादा करते हैं अगर हमें वहां जिता के भेजेंगे तो हम कोटला मुबारकपुर 145 वार्ड में और पूरे कस्तूरबा नगर में डबल इंजन की सरकार हम देंगे ना पब्लिक को.
सब फ्रीबीज के बारे में बात करते हैं, घोटाले के बारे में बात करते हैं, लेकिन जो लोगों को चाहिए डिफेंस कॉलोनी में, जैसे रोड, अच्छे रोड चाहिए, सीवर सिस्टम चाहिए, उसके बारे में कोई बात ही नहीं कर रहे.
किसी ने नहीं करी कभी बात करने का, उनसे भी रूबरू कहाँ हुए.
तो आपके कैंपेन उस पे ही है?
अभी तो चल रहे हैं ना, अभी 10 दिन हुए हैं, सबसे मुलाकात हो रही है, जिससे मिलते हैं वो बड़ा खुश होता है.
ये बताइए कि आपको लगता है कस्तूरबा नगर में सबसे बड़ा कंपटीशन कौन होगा, बीजेपी या फिर कांग्रेस?
कोई कंपटीशन ही नहीं.
सब तो बोल रहे हैं अभिषेक दत्त तो चांस है, उसका यंग लीडर है, कांग्रेस का फेस है थोड़ा सा.
जी, कांग्रेस का तो टेम्परेचर ही अंटार्कटिका वाला है जो माइनस में चल रहा है. वो कहाँ दिखाई दे रही कांग्रेस? पूरे देश में नजर नहीं आ रही, कस्तूरबा नगर में नजर आ रही है.
आपको नहीं लगता है कि अभिषेक दत्त से कुछ चैलेंज होगा?
मैं कह रहा हूँ कि जिस टाइम वो पिछला चुनाव लड़ा था उस टाइम वो पार्षद भी था और अपने वार्ड में 3000 वोट से आ रहा था, तो कहाँ नजर आ रहा है? और हम इंडिपेंडेंट जज के दिल्ली में सबसे ज्यादा वोट से जीते थे, और एक के साथ एक और खड़ा है, काम करने वाले हैं. सुबह 7 बजे से रात को 11 बजे तक ऑन टाइम ऑनलाइन सबके साथ है.
ठीक है, ऑल द बेस्ट सर आपको. बहुत धन्यवाद. So this is the BJP candidate. You see him having a very familiar, warm reception with all the locals here. And this is essentially the campaign. You're seeing all of them having this warm personal connect with the locals here. एक customer, which is what makes this so very interesting. नमस्ते. बताइए आपकी कैंपेन कैसे चल रहा है?
अच्छा लग रहा है.
अच्छा, सब आपके दोस्त हैं यहाँ पे?
दोस्त भी है, भाई भी है, सब पुराने दोस्त हैं.
ये हमारे मित्र भी हैं जी, हमारे नेताजी भी हैं जी.
अच्छा, तो अच्छा लग रहा है कि नीरज जी यहाँ से कंटेस्ट कर रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल जी, और इन्हीं को ही आना चाहिए था. इन्होंने पहले भी बहुत काम करा.
अच्छा, तो कैंपेन सक्सेसफुल रहा? आप ही आएंगे?
पूरी दिल्ली में आएंगे.
पूरी दिल्ली में आएंगे?
पक्का, बीजेपी आएगी पूरी दिल्ली.
अच्छा, लेकिन फेस भी नहीं है, कैसे होगा?
कौन से फेस की जरूरत है?
सीएम का
फेस है.
अच्छा, उससे हो जाएगा?
हमेशा होता है.
तो अभिषेक दत्त का थोड़ा सा पॉपुलैरिटी है, यंग फेस है, पॉपुलर है, बोलते हैं कि काम किया इसकी वजह से. आपको लगता है कंपटीशन है?
पहले क्या कमेंट करें, क्या करें? आपको लगता है कोई कमेंट करता है उनके बारे में? कोई, मुझे नहीं लगता.
डिफेंस कॉलोनी गई थी, लाजपत नगर गए थे,
बहुत अच्छी जगह गए थे,
लेकिन वहाँ पे काफी गुस्सा है. बोलते हैं कि कुछ काम नहीं हुआ है, बोलते हैं कि जो हमारे नेता है, हमारे कैंडिडेट्स है, हमारे बारे में कुछ बात ही नहीं करते हैं कि हमको सीवर लाइन चाहिए, ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए, उसके बारे में बात ही नहीं करते हैं.
जिस कॉलोनी की आप बात करते हो उस कॉलोनी का पूछो ना मेरे से. डिफेंस कॉलोनी का मेन सीवर ट्रंक मैंने बदलवाया, मैंने वाटर लाइन बनाई, मैंने रोड्स बनवाई, कॉम्पैक्ट कॉलोनी मैंने करवाया उसको.
यहाँ पे क्या बीजेपी वर्सेस कांग्रेस का बैटल है?
बीजेपी वर्सेस कांग्रेस का मुझे नहीं लगता.
नहीं,
बैटल सबसे जितने लोग
तो
सबसे
आपकी सबसे बिगेस्ट कंपेटिटर यहाँ पे कौन है? आम आदमी पार्टी होगा या कांग्रेस होगा?
अगर आपको देखा जाए तो एज कंपैरेटिवली वोट्स और उनके देखा जाए, अगर आपने देखा जाए कि बहुत पॉपुलैरिटी है, तो पॉपुलैरिटी तो कॉर्पोरेशन इलेक्शन में भी नहीं दिखी. अगर पॉपुलैरिटी है तो अभिषेक दत्त चुनाव लड़ा तो फिर कांग्रेस को 10,000 के नीचे कैसे रहेगी? उनके पोस्टर तो झग्गे में दिखाता आपको कांग्रेस के स्टिकर ही नहीं है. आप एक काम करते हो, मैं उतरवा देता हूँ आपको, आप देख, सिंबल ही नहीं है. खुद इतना बड़ा कि सिंबल इतना सा है. भाजपा का सिंबल है तो ही नीरज बसोया है ना.
अच्छा, तो पहले भाजपा फिर नीरज बसोया?
पहले ही भाजपा है.
अच्छा,
उसके बाद कैंडिडेट काउंट होता है.
अच्छा, ठीक है, चलिए, ऑल द बेस्ट आपको. थैंक यू. very, very confident and very clear it's a two-way battle, that Congress doesn't stand a chance. Interesting considering what we've heard on the ground. You know, it's funny, the more you speak to the people, the more you realize that it doesn't matter which party the candidate is from, who is the face, none of that. The one core issue is what they will do to solve problems. What issues will they raise? What problems will they take care of for the residents? And this is where all of the chaos and rhetoric that you see in politics simply doesn't work in national capital. People want their civic issues, their basics to be fixed. And we hope the politicians are listening.